Hello there, Site42 staff, as well as those of you from the Grinder SCP Foundation. And welcome to another Fanart Friday, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site42. As always, I am Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director here at Site42 of the SCP Foundation. And as I have done for over a year and almost 3 months and counting, because that's right, the daily stream streak remains strong, I'm here to open my office doors to you, the SCP Foundation staff, to answer your burning questions about this dark and mysterious place of employment we call the SCP Foundation. So whether you have questions about the anomalies we contain, the staff who contain them, the groups of interest who try to stop us from containing them, or hypothetical containment procedures about anomalies that fall outside of the SCP Foundation's purview, perhaps they're from a different multiverse or pataphysical narrative level, i.e. fandom. Either way, we are here for the next 40 minutes for today's Fanart Friday. As always, we will do the Fanart Friday segment first, at which point I will catch up on the donos and have general Q&A until the end of stream. But before I begin, let me start with a little bit of housekeeping. Intern Hunter Mark, congratulations on being the #1 most punctual member of today's Containment Hazard Assessment team, i.e., congratulations on being first chatter. Then Sleepless Dragon, Amber, Rune, Legendary Doge, Gray, Senior Researcher Alex, Creepypasta George Harrison, Chesta Factory, Silent Follower, Mamori, Eli Endy, LARP Site42, 053 The Kid, Coolman Fight, Dax Rays. Everyone who I have just named, thank you for being here punctually, and thank you for being here as members of Site42 on YouTube. We appreciate your membership and your service. Furthermore, interns Dr. Val, Stephen, Tambari, Daniel, Malachi, Opal, Soul Troop, and Bored as Hell. Thank you all for being here punctually, and thank you for being here today, just for being you. Also, a very polite Puppy of Interest 42, codenamed Charlie, has come to say hello before we start Fanart Friday. The baby girl is here and present. She was very polite during the opening crawl, and so she is here to get the attention and the treats as mandated by our Containment Hazard Assessment team, i.e. chat. Now, because these are itty-bitsy treats, the baby is allowed 2 of them. So double the treats from the chat today, Puppy of Interest 42. I hope you appreciate this. The sweetest pumpkin at Site42 says hello, and then she says goodbye. Ooh-wee. I see you all talking about the audio sync. I will refresh so that goes away temporarily in just a moment. But as I said, we are running the Fanart Friday segment. Then we are having general Q&A for the next 36 minutes. So, first and foremost, all right. Let me now move over to the Fanart Friday email and begin the process. So, starting line. Intern Ollie. At first, I thought to myself, wait, this is not fan art. This is just an adorable puppy. But then, hey, that is That is, in fact, a delightful puppy. Very good work. Daniel M. in the chat. Next up, now we have Opal. Now, Opal, you have brought up 2 different warnings to the chat in your singular email, unfortunately. The first one is, while this sketch is adorable, a plain pencil outline sketch is starting to reach that low detail area where we'd like you to try a little harder for Fan Art Friday. This is your grace period. You are on screen because it was good enough, but we'd like to see you push harder. Increase your skills. Work on the art! Also, this is one of 2 people who have added Site 42 headcanons to their art. I just want to say, Site 42 headcanons, I'm going to say those aren't really Fan Art Friday fodder in general. I think unless you've actually drawn the headcanons as individual art pieces, save those for Tumblr posts, please. But I did work at a haunted house. I did kind of have an emo phase at one point. I was literally called the kid who swears at church. My church is a youth, so yes, swears a lot is not just headcanon, that's fact. And 30s, I mean, for another less than a month, yes. But overall, Opal, not bad. Keep working on it. Leha! Leha is our next fan artist. And apparently, all of you have decided it's Dr. Sumerian Week. I mean, yeah, I know Sim has been in the channel a lot this week, but, I mean, whose channel is this? Whose Fan Art Friday are we doing here? He says, joking, because the Sumerian art is actually very good. I will tell you, Desk has informed me that Sumerian's art will be shared with author Sumerian later this evening. So it will get back to Sumerian, so I hope you're proud of what you've done. Now, we do start, Leha, with... I don't know what Bear Desk Verse is for Clef, but this is Clef and Dr. Sherman, and I fear what's about to happen here. I do. Then we have a very eepy Dr. Sumerian. And then we have the Dr. Sumerian I run away from in my nightmares. The Ethics Committee is coming for you. And it's got hands. Very good, Leha. Next up, Intern Hunter Mark. You sent me 2 emails. Have patience so that you get it down to 1 email in the future. But you sent us some charming, wholesome Kondraki and Clef. Let's get a big daw in the chat. Daw. And let me jump to Hunter Mark's other email. Where'd it go? Oh, it moved since I forwarded myself the title card. Thumbnail, that's the word. So then we have a Dr. Sherman and Clef in the throes of hearing good SCP movie news before all of the existential dread set in as we continue to have conversations. Maybe those excited boys will come back. We will have to wait and see. Thank you, Intern Hunter Mark, for your art. Next up, some person has brought to us an onslaught of arts. Let's see what we can do. Continuing to draw every SCP, with now SCP-005, the Skeleton Key. SCP-006, the Fountain of Youth. SCP-007, the Abdominal Planet. SCP-008, the Zombie Plague. SCP-009, Red Ice. SCP-010, Collars of Control. SCP-0011, Sentient Civil War Memorial Statue. Get those pigeons. Don't get pooped on. I believe in you, Sentient Civil War Memorial Statue. SCP-012, the Bad Composition. This is the other headcanon one, yes. But you did draw it, and therefore this is much more acceptable when it comes to headcanoning. But remember, headcanons is more of a Tumblr discussion topic than it is a Fanart Friday in general. There are always exceptions, not obsessions. Don't be obsessed. I haven't seen that movie, but I hear it doesn't go well for you. So yes, Dr. Desai is located at the Site-42 North Carolina branch. Dr. Sherman, myself, heads the California branch. If you want a headcanon, they are somehow linked. We will have to figure that out. How does that work, spatial anomaly-wise? Then we have some more Dr. Glass. Dr. Simon Glass is here. We also have a request for an SCP-5031. Skipped 5,000 something SCPs into the future for this request from Amori. And SCP-0001-J. I actually don't know what this one is. The 001-J I know is the Broke God. And so, this doesn't look like the Broke God. I'm not actually sure what this one is. But overall, good work. Moving on. Wacky Clown. Wacky Clown has brought us some more Sumerian Week. And, oh my. Oh me, oh my. That is sharp. That is Dr. Peak Marion, as you put it, Wacky Clown. Whoosh. I hope you've shared this in the Discord so people can cherish it forever. Oh yeah, by the way, my moderators pinged me to be like, did you invite these SCP Confinement Reboot folk in here? Because, man, they came in with a bang last night. And I was like, I didn't invite anything. They are on their own time. Welcome to the server. It's a bit of a quiet cafe. Behave yourselves. Okay, moving back to the art. Welcome, Confinement Reboot, to the Site-42 Discord server. Mamori has brought to us a litany of Fanart Fridays. Let us see what we got. What makes you think I'm put together on site? Oh boy. Sumerian Week continues. Dr. Sumerian has never been wasted on the clock. You can't prove anything. What are you gonna do? Bring it to ethics? Thanks, desk. Do not drink at work. Unless you work for the SCP 5320 team. It is part of their religious exemption to get drunk at work. Praise the Longvis fish. Ah! Come back. Here is the insane mimic desk. Jeez Louise. New desk is terrifying. Inspo for today. Amaze, amaze, amaze. Rocky desk is terrifying. Then we have more Dr. Sumerian and desk back and forths. The new text is, you've got a look in your eyes that you've just seen the edge of the universe. And it's all llamas over there. A llama? I was hoping for bourbon! As Dr. Sumerian is thinking in his head. We have more on the Rocky Mimic desk. That D-class does not look like it's having a good time. Little Feed Me Seymour action going on there. ... Yes, that is the face of ... for real, Sim. The Foundation is not transphobic. I said no questions at this time. Thank you for your cooperation. And man, very gruesome on the Sumerian burns this time. Sheesh. Who hurt you, Sim? Oh, yes, the fire. Please show them what happens to the picture of Mary where Desk eats the guy. Okay, I gotta go find that art again. Picture of Mary where... Oh, is it because it's face down? You hid the photo so that Mary would not have to observe? Okay. Moving on. I got a jet. We have limited time and a lot of entries. Bored as Hell has brought us Mary for Fan Art Friday. So we have SCP-166 Mary, who is also getting a lot of features here at Site 42 Fan Art Friday. Looking very sweet and wholesome, SCP-166. A very merry Mary, as some person perhaps put it. Next up, we have Straw. Straw, from their Tumblr account, a fool on this website. And we have a Kondraki Clef piece. Smile, you son of a bitch. That's adorable. That is very nice. I like what I'm seeing here. Good stuff. Good stuff, Straw. Froy. A warning from Froy. While this Dr. Iceberg turned out pretty cool when glowing in the dark, it is being warned not to use glow sticks to paint. It is not safe. Do not do what Froy did. It's a mistake. Also, there is some sick art of Radiger. Some sick art of Radiger. That is some very punk zine looking art. Good work, Froy. Dark Duality. You brought us a frankly kind of sinister looking SCP-999. Like the red eyes, the hoovering the Skittles, candies. That's a little terrifying, actually, Dark Duality. Do you be afraid of the 999 from the void? That's a little sinister. Musical Sand. You monster. SCP-1762. Object class neutralized. There were dragons, but now there's not. Handkerchiefs are available in the staff break room. Thank you, Musical Sand, for traumatizing them again. Rune is our next fan artist. They have brought us more Desk. Desk, Mary, and Sim getting the Fan Art Friday treatment this week. Very nice, Rune. And last but not least, Dr. Val has brought us a Fan Art Friday entry that is taking a while to load. What did you do, Dr. Val? Oh my. Yes, size does matter, I guess. Here is... My computer is struggling. It's trying its best. The moment will arrive. Here we go. A very pretty Mary. Very somber. Very melancholia. And the detail on the eye, well, if we go back to the full-size Crazy Edition, you can really see the detail in there. That is how they say, sick AF. I would put that eyeball as, like, my phone background if I were an Alto Clef fan. Like, damn. And that, Site42 fam, is the end of our Fanart Friday entries. Give a big hand to all of our art goblins who have put forth beautiful works for the Site42 community today. Now we have refreshed the audio sync. I am returning to Le Shot, in which I will catch up with the donations that have come in. Afterwards, we will have the remaining 20 minutes of this stream for general chat and Q&A. Starting with 053 the Kid. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a cake pop on your way past the commissary. Put SCP-729. Wherever you put it, it's going to be a bad idea for your health. On Dr. Sherman's desk. I wasn't the first one. It was the administrator in 051 and 0513. Did you know all the 055 know each other? Do you mean all the 055 as in multiversally? What are you talking about? Either way, you're going to suffer for this. There will be punishment. You will not expect it. Well, you can expect it because it's coming, but you can't expect when. You will suffer. Coolman Fight, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a bucket of French fries on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, what's your favorite third-gen Pokemon? My favorite Gen 3 Pokemon is Routes. I cannot wait for Fanart of Dr. Sherman with favorite Pokemon. So, my favorite Pokemon overall used to be Haunter and Gengar as a duo. But as I grew up, it became Snorlax and Munchlax as a duo, with Snorlax taking the #1 spot overall. But if I have to go specifically 3rd gen, I don't play enough Pokemon to know for sure. Let me see if I open up the Generation 3 Pokemon listing. Do I have a favorite amongst these? Please show me pictures. Yes. I'm probably going to say... I'm scrolling through and seeing if this one is in this gen or a different gen. Because another one that's very high on the list for me is Pancham. I think Pancham is adorable, but Pancham is not Gen 3. So I'm going to have to go with Gardevoir. Gardevoir is very pretty, very dancery, which people tell me that's my vibe from time to time. And I do believe there is a Sherman in Pokemon who is a Pokemon stylist who has a Gardevoir. All right, returning. So yes, so far if you're counting, you could have Haunter and Gengar in my team, Snorlax and Munchlax in my team, Gardevoir and Pancham. Yes, I do know that there are a lot of memes about Gardevoir and Gardevoir likers. I stay away from that side of the fandom. Patrick, thank you for sending a flow state to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I am sure they will lock in thanks to your urging. 053 the Kid, thank you for donating twice again to say. Sends Omega 1 to Sherman's door via Charlie. Give up the treats by order 05 command. Puppy of Witchers 42 codename Charlie had her chat mandated treats earlier on. And oh no, oh not Bill Cipher escaped call 343. Dr. Sherman, you won't remember this, but he saved us. I mind wiped you every time 343 saved us. 343 has never saved anyone from anything. It just sits there not helping. I refuse to believe you erased my memory of the times 343 was helpful. Patrick, thank you for sending 2 doubloons to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure they will enjoy the little spending coins. Coolman Fight, thank you for donating again to say. What would happen if we feed 999 with sweet rolls from the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim? And what would you do if I handed you a shot of brandy? So, so sweet rolls are a little harder for 999 to digest because they're not just sugary treats like Skittles. They also have fiber from the bread. So it's not as well liked as straight up candy, but in a pinch it'll do. And if you handed me a shot of brandy, I would throw it on the ground, scream, and say, maybe the brandy was poisoned. And very few of you would get the reference. Amber, thank you for the floating heart. I'm sure the chat feels the love. I don't know, thank you for the thumbs up. I'm sure the chat enjoys the possibility. Memori, it is possible they just nibble on the frosting of the sweet roll. 999 might just do that. Lore for Dr. Sherman, we started Sumerian posting before Sim's appearance on stream. We had no idea he'd be here. We summoned him. That is even weirder, actually. How did you even do that? 053 the Kid, thank you for donating twice again to say. Send a robot avatar to Dr. Sherman to hug him. Not after Huggo, the Hugbot from Inside Job. I avoid Hugbots on principle. Robot avatar pick up SCP-7 29-J. And throw it at 682. No. No. As much as I would like to terminate that thing, we saw what it did in the log. The termination is worse than having 682 around. Is it possible to travel through dimensions? Intern Fields, yes, there are plenty of ways to travel through dimensions. We have so many, actually. It's kind of ridiculous. We have a mobile task force. The white rabbits for spatial anomalies and multidimensional stuff. The mole rats for undergrounds and tunnel systems. That's not multidimensional. Although sometimes they can be useful depending. I'm late. What'd I miss? Well, all of the fan art for one Blue Phantom. But you can always go back in the VOD and check it out. Dr. Sherman, did Puppy of Interest Charlie see my fan art? I do not believe so, unless Agent Goose showed it to her. I'm hearing yes. I am hearing Puppy of Interest 42 did in fact see the Puppy of Interest 42 codename Charlie fan art. Congratulations. Oh, and you come when you are summoned, I see. This time it's not pickup for the chat. This time it is for the Sweetie Pumpkin belly rubbins. Chin scratchies, belly rubbins. And Unomas, the chat mandated treaty. There you go, Sweetie Pumpkin. Happy baby. All right. Let me wipe my hands for my allergies. And return the chat to its tripod. Boom. Coolman Fight, thank you for donating again to say. We found a whole nest of yellow rabbits Dr. Sherman. Okay, yellow rabbits are not necessarily that thing, although they remind me of them. It's a very specific yellow pea plush bunny that we're worried about. If the rabbits are just yellow, that's fine. At least I hope it's fine. Intern Sandy, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Please grab yourself some Pop Rocks on your way past the commissary. No, don't! Your name is Sandy Soda. You'll explode. Switch that up. Please grab yourself some ice cream for a float then. Hey, I'm the voice actor of Wilson from Confinement. Ah, so you're part of the Confinement reboot team. How do you think an interaction with Wilson and Dr. Sherman would play out? Also, do you like clipboards? I do find clipboards to be very useful, a tool on our research. I don't necessarily think they are, what's the phrase I'm looking for? I don't have a emotional attachment to them or anything, like liking them, but my handwriting is terrible, so having a clipboard to write on is much better than trying to write without one, that's for sure. Meanwhile, actually, I haven't watched Confinement in so long, not since the controversy, that I don't remember Wilson. So I'm looking up SCP Confinement Wilson, and there is a fandom wiki article here. Dr. Wilson appears to be somewhat of a joke in the Foundation. He is obsessive over his belongings, such as his clipboard, to which he refers to as baby and champagne. According to a Q&A video he's based on the South Park character Stephen Stotch, that's Butter's dad, yes. He also has a strong hatred of bureaucrats and takes it very seriously. Although he seems a beneficial and grounded member of the Foundation, Dr. Wilson is very much not any of those things. He's a serious individual with a markedly strong disdain for his superiors, as well as a short temper that combines with his callousness to create a rather comical character. Despite his hatred for bureaucrats, Wilson himself is a bureaucrat, showing a hypocritical side. So, yes, at the end of the day, Wilson is a tool. Everyone knows Wilson is a tool. We're all laughing at Wilson behind his back. And thankfully, I am not working under Wilson, which means he has no authority over me. Blue Phantom, thank you for gifting 10 Site-42 memberships to today's Containment Hazard Assessment team. If you got one of those promotions from Blue Phantom, make sure to thank them for their generosity. Found this channel today on my FYP and got addicted already, lol. Bogus the Entity, well, welcome to the SCP Foundation Site-42. Happy to have you aboard. Your transfer papers from whatever site you worked at before are pending, I am sure. Blue Phantom, thank you for donating your first donation of the day besides those donos. As well as being a member, grab yourself some lightly fried fish fillets on your way past the commissary. No one let 999 get soda, please. I don't want Nines stealing any more cars. It's been a while since the last stole a car. Also, how's your in the desk day? Well, my day's going okay. I assume desks is going all right. And, yes, please do not let SCP-999 steal a car. I did not teach 999 to do that. I taught it how to wield a Glock effectively for when people try to put it in the blender, but that was not my doing. 053 the Kid, thank you for donating again to say. All 055 know each other from every universe, yes. By the way, did you know there is one where the black cat is the black king and the black bird is a CI? No, I did not know that. I did not know that. Just catching up on the chat. The chat is refreshing right now. Cool. Puppy of interest. Do you need more attention a third time? Do you need more attention from the chats? Have you not already stolen the spotlight from me enough for one day, baby girl? No? You and your ears? need the world to see and love? What is this in the back channels? Puppet Boy, happy early Victory Friday for you and Memori's 1-year anniversary. Very good thing to celebrate on a Victory Friday. All right, Puppy of Interest 42, Conan Charlie. This is the last treaty you're getting from the chat today. If only because there's 5 minutes left in stream and you've already had... That is 4 now. That is 4. Yes, lick every crumb off the treat. Yes. 8 and left no crumbs. Pup Pink, thank you for sending a star to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. Wow, that's actually the first star you guys have earned today to make you guys a 1-star chat. With 4 minutes on the clock, I wonder if you guys can make it to a 5-star team, let alone any prestige ranks. DJ, thank you for sending a clutch to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure it will come in, well, you know. Dr. Sherman, you should check out the Opus Confident series on the SCP Wiki. It's basically what if SCP was Pokemon, but not that deleted tail. It has a tag, but it doesn't work in the tag search. Weird. Opus Confidant, aka SC Pokemon. I wonder how that goes. I wonder how that series goes. Who's the author? DJ. Who's writing that? Anyone we know? 053 the Kid, thank you for donating again to say, Dr. Sherman, I'm going to let you on a secret above pay. Above pay grade, you mean? Or I'm level 4. The only thing above my pay grade is Overseer, level 5. And as I've constantly said, do not promote me to Overseer. I am happy where I am as Site Director of Site 42. I do not want that excess responsibility. Blue Phantom, thank you for sending 4 stars to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. They are now a 5-star team for the time being. Pup Pink, thank you for sending sparkles to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I am sure they will enjoy cleaning up that glitter bomb. And then Blue Phantom star rankings continued from 4 all the way down to 25. Meaning you guys are back to a 1-star team, but with 6 prestige ranks, so that's something. Then Gray sent you guys 14 stars, giving you 2 more prestige ranks and a 5-star ranking again. Damn. Charlie 10 Pro, hey, long time no see, hope you've been doing well, and thank you for parking the bus. Is that for the Site 42 optional field trip to the water park? Everybody who I hope you have signed your permission slips with HR to go to the water park trip for the rest of the day. If you are going to that, the bus is currently outside. Gray, you actually sent 15 stars. You gave them another prestige rank and they're a 1-star team again. Ha 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 ha. Blue Phantom, another prestige rank and also a 1-star team again. Ha 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 ha. Charlie 10 Bro, thank you for your first donation of today's stream. Please grab yourself a blueberry muffin on your way past the commissary. I'm working on my own SCP. He is currently not on the website, but he is on paper. He may or may not be a protogen that works for the Foundation. Alright, writing character anomalies that turn into staff is always a tricky business. But maybe you will make your way to canonicity if you put in the work, get your critique. Dr. Vera Lovelace pulled it off after all. Blue Phantom, you made them a 5-star team by adding 4 stars. Let's see if they can make it 5 stars to the end of stream. 053 the Kid, thank you for gifting a promotion to the chat. Mushy FF, you received that promotion. If you are currently present in chat, make sure to thank 053 the Kid for their generosity. Estrella Yoshte is the author of Opus Confidant. I heard that was pretty good. That's a pretty good author. I seem to remember their works. Good news. And Site42 staff, that is now the end of today's stream. And as I do at the end of every stream, I tell you guys my favorite SCPs, though I'm not going to tell you my favorites are the one I wrote. That'd be cheating. You can still read the ones I wrote on the Sherm's author page in Site42 Hub on the SCP database. There you can read the SCPs I personally wrote or contributed voice lines or sound effects to. And while you're on my author page, one tab over, you'll find a list of links. Links that people ask about in the chat, but then they just aren't clever enough to find, which is sad for them, but not for you, chat, because you are clever. You will find those links, and when you do, you'll also have the option to become a Patreon patron or YouTube channel member to donate to us monthly. You can do a Ko-Fi or a YouTube Super Chat and donate to us one at a time. Either way, your direct donations are the quickest way to help us out with our various Site42 projects, such as going to this crazy YouTuber convention and trying to network so the SCP Foundation and Site42 have more inroads with the YouTube community, both YouTube corporate and YouTube content creators. That is next weekend, so any donations to help me out with the skipping work, or the very expensive tickets, or the merch that I am purchasing to give away would be greatly appreciated if you have extra to do. Or just keeping the lights on here at Site42 for myself and the Site42 staff. We thank you for your generosity. And if you cannot donate because you're part of the broke gang, do not fret or despair. We are an arts community after all. We understand starving artists. Please just make sure that you help us as a member of Mobile Task Force Sci-42 coding the Signal Boosters. When you like, share, subscribe, comment, chat, make memes, fan art, jokes, quips, out of context compilations, edits, all that kind of stuff, and share them online, you are spreading Site42 and the SCP Foundation in the algorithm. You're doing it for Site42, you're also doing it for the SCP Wiki and its authors and artists, SCP filmmakers, game devs, animators, podcasters, merch makers, etc. And pardon, we thank you for your service in this manner. Blue Phantom, thank you for sending a clutch to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure it will come in clutch. Now, without further ado, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and SCP-8980. Content warning on that last one, it's a bit of a rough read. Speed round. 3999-3043-008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5175, content warning on the last one, it's a rough read. So, Site42 staff, there's been another Fan Art Friday, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site42. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video or stream. Desk would like to remind the chat that donated memberships are accruing a number, offering you guest voice lines in his upcoming reading of the SCP-166 article. So if you want to do some voice lines, donation memberships or something like that, Desk is talking about in the chat. He knows better than me. Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Baking pancakes, that's what I'm gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Baking pancakes, bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. A bacon pancakes. The credit song is Bacon Pancakes by Adventure Time. Or from Adventure Time, I guess. Be safe, be well, Site42 staff. And as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video or stream.